Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services Woman-to-Woman program is an evidence-based prevention program for teen mothers and pregnant girls from Hillsborough County who are at risk for academic failure and repeat pregnancies. The program provides one-on-one mentoring from trained volunteers, weekend retreats, workshops, parent seminars, and linkage with educational and vocational services. Learn more about the Woman-to-Woman program on today's Bayside. Good morning and welcome to Bayside. I'm your host, Shelley Sanders. We're talking all about a wonderful program here in the Bay Area by the Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services. It's the Woman-to-Woman program, and I can't think of a better person to talk to than the program manager itself, Miss Kalila Scott. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's fantastic to have you here and really enlightening the Bay Area on exactly what it is that you guys do. So without further ado, I've welcomed you. So let's talk about it. Exactly, I know I explained in brief in the opening what the Woman-to-Woman program is, but tell it in your words, rather.
The Women-to-Women program, it was founded in 2004, and it's an evidence-based program that we have that focus on teen parents or a teen with teen pregnancies on preventing ongoing pregnancies and also assisting teens with academic failure to make sure that they're finishing school, that they're being empowered, that they have that program that's going to be there to support them as well. Because as a teen parent, a lot of times they get the stigma to say that you're not going to complete school, you're not going to be able to do this. So with the Woman-to-Woman program, where the focus is on empowering, strengthening the family unit as a whole, doing wraparound services in the family as well.
Right.
It's easy to say that we're going to help this teen, but if they're living inside of a home where their parent or guardian have some needs as well, we have to be able to help that as well.
Sure,
So
you have to address where they're coming from and the basis that they're coming from. So let's back up just a little bit. So woman-to-woman, although the targeted group per se is teen girls, but really and truly you work almost like a safety net or embrace the entire family. So
yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes. We work closely with the teen girls where we offer nurture and parenting to the girls. We also have monthly workshops for the teens as well. We're also making sure that the teens are linked to providers for their child to make sure that we have safe babies, to make sure that they're going to get checked as well for the well baby checks, that they're following that. We offer the ages and stages for the babies as well, where we work with the moms to make sure that their child is meeting the developmental milestones as well.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So when we talk about evidence-based, what exactly does that mean?
We have the Nurture and Parenting program that is evidence-based, where we do a pre and post test on the teens when they're coming into the program just to see where they're at with scaling, to see that if we see areas that they need some improvement in, that we're able to focus on that as well. It may be like in potty training, it may be taking time for yourself, it may be disciplining, how would you discipline your child. And then we also look at like within 90 days to test them again, just to see where they're at, to see where their improvement is as well.
Now, how long has this program been going on?
Since 2004.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So obviously you're having success with it and it's working. Otherwise you wouldn't be here anymore, right?
Yes, yes.
Good. That's fantastic. So doing this, I've got so many questions. First of all, how is it that you come to find these girls, or is this something that you just straight away, it's in various school systems or churches or community groups?
It's word of mouth. We work closely with the teen parenting program with Hillsborough County with Barbara Meshner, but we also get referrals. The teens could call and they could do a self-referral. We've had parents call to do referrals for their teens. The Healthy Start, WIC, the Hillsborough County Sheriff Department will do referrals. More community-based, word of mouth, where we've had teens in the program make referrals for their friends as well.
Right.
So, yes.
Sure. So I would imagine, hint, hint, for any educators out there, maybe you're a teacher and, you know, what a great thing to be able to possess a little bit of a source per
Yes.
se, right?
Yes.
A source of information to be able to refer you guys to those that they may suspect could be an at-risk youth. Let's talk about that at risk. I know we talked about like, okay, at risk of multiple pregnancies as a teen. We've talked about at risk, but you're talking about much more than just repeat pregnancies, which is certainly an issue, but we're also talking about those that maybe the home life isn't where it should be, or whatever their case may be, right? How do you
Yes.
assess the situation?
Because we have case managers that work with the teens, where we have at minimum once a month visits. It could be more depending on the need of the teen, but at minimum it's once a month, where you're assessing the family, you're getting to know, you're building that rapport with them, and you're asking those open-ended questions to say that I'm here for you all. And trust is built. It's not going to happen overnight with you walking in
Right.
somebody's house. They have to know that you're there for them. So we stress on when you're going in, take the time to get to know who somebody is, who their family are, what are their cultural beliefs, what are their how do they operate as a family as well.
Sure.
So we look at all of that and we tie that into doing the service plans for the teens as well, to help them become self-sufficient, to help them be able to say that, you know what, I'm gonna be the first person in my family to graduate. I'm just not gonna graduate with my high school diploma. I'm going off to college as well. And it's seeing those milestones being broken, and then seeing the families come together and like, wow, you really did it. Like, you beat that stereotype. You was able to overcome that. So
Right.
that's what we look at and we focus on, like I said, the empowerment and letting the teens know you could do it. It may not happen overnight, but it's step by step. And it's a supportive group. We call it a community that's here to support you as well. And the community could be built with as far as their peers, because who else knows what they're going through as a teen parent than their peers? So it's that piece. It's the mentors that we have. It's the staff, the case managers, the volunteer coordinator. Everybody rallies around these teens as well. So that's what we look at it as, a community.
Sure, so important. And I love that you call it a community, because in essence what you're doing is creating role models so that that community can eventually self-sustain and promote a
Yes.
healthier lifestyle altogether by just turning one life around,
That's
right?
all it takes, yes.
That's all it takes. I
Yes.
love it. So you get assigned a case manager, and then the case manager you meet with once a month, and then you also have mentors,
Yes.
okay, which I imagine would be huge, very important.
Yes. The mentor, we look at it as a special friend. Non-judgmental, some of our mentors were teen parents as well.
Right.
So they're able to relate to a lot of the teens. But when I say non-judgmental, where the mentor could work with the teen, it could be on little things as far as tutoring. You may have a teen that's struggling with math, and they could have a mentor who's like, you know what, I could tutor you in math. We're going to get through this. It could be as far as with some type of parenting as well, where we have mentors who have invited the teens over with their parental approval to watch, to see how they model during dinner time. Like, how do you do this, like with your child? It may be as far as helping with a resume.
Sure.
So we look at it as that. Right now, with COVID going on, we're doing a lot of the virtual mentoring.
Sure.
Where, because we want to make sure everybody's safe and health is paramount as well.
Absolutely.
So a lot of the
So
mentors.
safety first.
Safety is first. We have
Safety
to.
first,
Safety
and
is first.
But at the same time, you still want to be there for that support system. I love it. So we do have to take a short break.
Okay.
You're looking at home. You are looking at their website right there. It is Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services.org. I know that's a mouthful. Don't worry. We will put this back up on the screen for you throughout the show, and you can always find a link on it on our website, CW44, as well. So there's the website. I got a great idea. Why don't you go check it out? Because I know you're dying to know how you can become a mentor. We'll talk about it when we come back. Welcome back to Bayside. I'm your host, Shelley Sanders. I've been talking with Miss Kalila Scott all about the woman-to-woman program that's offered by the Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services here in the Bay Area, doing huge things for our girls in Hillsborough County. So when we left on break, we talked a little bit about mentoring and the importance of just how special these people are for these girls. Yes, you have the program managers or the what did you call them?
case
The
managers.
case managers that they meet with once a month. They kind of oversee the grand picture.
Yes.
But then the mentors are there for that day to day, for that like, hey girl, you got this.
Yes.
I'm gonna help you through it. I'm gonna love you through it. I'll show you what we got. Maybe even painting the picture of what a healthy lifestyle looks like by inviting them into their own home. Whatever is every case I'm sure is unique. So with that being said, I know our viewers are amazing and they reach out wanting to help quite often. So let's talk to those people. What does it take to be a mentor? What kind of qualifications are there, and how do they get in touch with you guys to do that?
To become a mentor, one has to be at least 21 years of age, be able to undergo a background screening, a drug test, have a valid driver's license, and we look for be able to spend at least up to 10 hours a month with the teen as well. When we say up to 10 hours, it could be during right now with COVID going on. It could be telephone calls, texting, the video
Right.
messages, like the video
Interaction.
Yes, so it's that piece, and we also have the workshops that we have once a month for the teens and the mentors as well. We also have for the mentors, we have a mentor meeting quarterly to bring them all in so they could get to know each other as well. Because during a lot of times everybody's like, you're working from home, you're doing your home life and your personal life, and everything goes on. So we just bring them all back in just so they could all be surrounded with each other
That's
and go
beautiful,
through
though.
different things that they're going through.
So a support system also for the mentors, because that's important as well, right?
Yes,
So that's
yes.
nice to know. I mean, every case being unique, one mentor may find themselves in a situation where like, I don't know, I've not been faced with this before. Have the opportunity to get to know other mentors that can
Yes.
assist with that.
And we also have mentor orientation where the mentors who are new, they're coming in, we do an orientation with them because it's easy just to say, oh, going out there. But when you go out there, it's like, you just threw me out here in the wolves with this teen. Like, what do I do? So we talk about different scenarios, things that may come up and how do they may handle it. As far as if a teen, like if they suspect like abuse or something, like what would they do? It would be like making sure the case manager is aware, not sit on it, like make sure
Right.
it's relayed to the appropriate person as well.
So there's a lot of hand holding. They're not just like thrown. It's not like, okay, go mentor and good luck.
No, and
Good
we
deal.
have a volunteer coordinator who is Mary Velasquez. She works very closely with the mentors as well.
Okay. Now, how do they get in touch with you? Who do they go on the website? Is there a process there?
They could go on the website. They could also call the 930-7103 number, and we could forward the calls to the
Sure. Now,
volunteer
both
coordinator.
for you at home that are interested, the phone number's on the screen right there. The website is also written down there, and of course, we'll repeat this, and it'll be flashed up multiple times throughout the show today. But just so you know, that is the website and the phone number that you're looking at right now as Kalila and I have been talking. So yes, okay, and let's talk about the programs because we've talked about the mentor, and if someone's interested in that, let's talk about some of these programs that are offered.
The programs that we offer for under the Woman to Woman, it will be as far as, like I said, the workshops that we have for the teens.
Right.
We do a lot of linkage with vocational programs for the teens. We look at whatever that teen's need is. We link with the schools where we work closely with the school social workers to make sure that the teens are on that they're performing at academic grade level, or any struggles that they have, and we'll make sure we're in communication with as well.
So you assess the case,
Yes.
assess the situation, and you work from there and ultimately find a resource for
Resources
them,
for
whatever
the
they
teens,
need.
whatever they may need. It could be as far as counseling. It could be as far as maybe additional clothing, food, or something like that. We could refer them to a food bank if we're not able to provide anything within our office. So we look at wrapping our arms around the family and making sure that they're able to be self-sufficient going on and be able to reach out to different community providers as well. Because when they're reaching out, it's building their own family around them as well, like a community family.
Now, how with so many programs out there, how do you stand out? I mean, and not just kind of blur together into the ether.
With Woman to Woman, one way that we stand out is through our mentor program. We have the mentor program where we work very closely with the mentors and the teens as well, where they are involved with everything. The case managers are in contact with the mentors to let them know when they're out on a visit, some things that they have seen. And the mentors are going out to visit with the teens or doing phone calls, they're able to talk about what they're communication has been, or any issues that, like any type of red flags. So we also do that. We look at the whole as a picture as well to see
Right.
exactly what is it that's needed for the
Right.
for the teens.
So it sounds to me, really, Kalila, it's a matter of like really making it a personalized service for every girl that is in need. Any girl that's in need, you look at it and you personalize it, make it unique to her and her needs. Because after all, we're all different, right?
We're all different.
All
Yes.
different and all come with our own unique issues, if you will.
Yes.
I don't care who you are, right? All right, thank you at home for continuing to watch. There you have it right there. You're looking at it again. That is the website that you're going to log on to, Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services.org. I imagine if you do a Google search for Woman to Woman program, Tampa Bay, it will come up. You can Google search and find it there as well. In the meantime, we are going to take a break. You go log on and figure out how maybe you can mentor one of our girls here in the Hillsborough area. All right, we'll be back after this. Welcome back to Bayside. I'm your host, Shelly Sanders. We've been talking today to Ms. Kalila Scott. She is the program manager for Woman to Woman program, for the Woman to Woman program that's provided by the Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services here in the Bay Area. Kalila, I'm so happy that you're here, and I find that this is so necessary. In a perfect world, maybe one day we'll get there where we don't need these services anymore because we have enlightened everyone,
Yes.
right? Wouldn't that be heaven?
Yes.
In the meantime, you do have this program, and thank goodness for Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services for being there to be able to have this program available for our girls in Hillsborough County. A couple of things there. Number one, you don't have to be Jewish to be a part of this program, correct?
No.
No, this is a community effort, right?
Yes.
Okay, and two, let's talk about just a smidge. I know we've been talking all about the Woman to Woman program while you're here today. But talk just a smidge about what it is that Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services does here in the Bay Area.
We say GCJ, FCS.
Yeah.
They offer
Easier.
a variety of different services where it's an array of different things, from children and family services to community services, refugee services. We have the elderly services, and then we also have the Jewish family services.
Wow.
So I would recommend anybody to go onto the website and just go on, and you can find it's services for everybody.
Sure.
They're able to touch different families and everything. as
Just
well.
a giant umbrella for the community here.
Yes.
Sounds like. All
Yes.
right. So now, back to the Woman to Woman program. How are you guys funded? Because I got to think, none of this happens just for free, right?
No, we are funded through the generosity of the Children's Board of Hillsborough County.
Oh,
That's where our
fantastic.
funds come from.
Okay, but do you accept donations?
Yes.
All
yes.
day, right?
Yes. Yes.
Volunteers, obviously.
Volunteers, yes. Donations, yes.
Okay, for you that watch Bayside, you know this is a big fat hint. Hello. So if you are at all interested or you're looking for a place for your money or your time, my goodness, log on to Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services.org. You're looking at it right there. There's the website and the phone number. You can log on there and always donate your time, figure out how you can be a mentor. You can also donate your money. Now, when you're doing that, if you want to just make it a blanket donation to Gulf Coast Family, Jewish Family and Community Services, you can do that. Or if you want to be more specific, donate to the Woman to Woman program. You can even get so specific, Kalila, you were telling me, you can even put on your donation, hey, I want this to go towards diapers for
Yes.
girls. You can make it as specific as you want, right? I love
Yes.
that idea. And more importantly, I always encourage you to get out into your community and get face to face with these people. This is your extended family. This is where you live. It's important to make this place a beautiful place to live. Be a mentor. Figure out how you can do that. If anything, go to one of the orientations. You never know. You might find your true passion in life, all right? And you never know when you might meet a girl who really needs these services. All right, don't go anywhere. We're coming back after this. As always, I want to thank you at home for joining us today on Bayside. And of course, Kalila, thank you so much for being here and sharing all this information about the Woman to Woman program. Now, I tell you again and again, and I'm going to do it again now, get out, get involved in your community, donate your time or your funds or both. Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services.org. That's the website that's going to give you all the information that we talked about today and then some, and how to be a mentor. We'll see you next week. I'm Shelley Sanders.